Pay close attention. This isn't something you see every day.
Hello everybody, and today I want to talk about the DC Multi-Universe Superman from Action Comics. Now, this is McFarlane's Gold Label collection version of Superman. It's Gold Label, Platinum Label, regular label, it doesn't make a difference. Now, the reason why I say that is because I get it. Some have plastic capes, some have cloth capes, but the best thing they could have ever done with this figure, like they've done with the other Superman figures and some of the new Batman ones, is give them the cloth capes. Now, having these cloth capes definitely makes it a lot better for when you're posing them however you want. Now, I do notice that from this one to a couple of the other wire capes I have, this one has a smoother, not so tight, not so tense of a wire in the cape. So with that being said, which we will look at here in a few minutes, with that being said, this guy is absolutely phenomenal. And this, coming straight off the comic book, he looks great. So taking a look at this guy. All right, now I just want to do a quick video on this figure because it is a great looking Superman. I've said it before, I'm more of a Batman fan than I am Superman. I do like Superman, but when they make a great figure like this, I have to pick them up. So look at that head sculpt. Beautifully done with some of the, wash going through the hair. I don't know if it's coming through on the camera. It's got like that blue wash. Fabulous. Looks really good. I mean, they did a fabulous job. Now, you guys have seen me do the Christopher Reeves review. You see me do the Christopher Reeves Page Punchers review. And that's what I want to point out. The Page Punchers with the neck here. Like I said with that one, missed opportunity on the way they did it. This one's a lot better. It looks very, very nice the way they did that. So it's like they took this, when they made that figure, did what they did, and then, I don't know, a little awkward, but still a cool figure. Anyway, with that being said, let me stop rambling. Look at that head sculpt. Look at that. I mean, we even have a little bit of rosiness there on the cheeks to give him some kind of flesh tone, like a little bit of color in his face, which is absolutely nicely done. The curlicue in the front, beautifully done. And yes, it is sculpted. It's not painted there. So that's cool. The way the hair goes, everything. I mean, just the way everything goes down all the way to the back of his head. Beautifully done, along with that wash that they put on there. Then moving down to the actual figure itself. So you have the cape, which I will go over here in a second. Down here to the actual suit, you have his insignia here, which is actually painted on. Nicely done the way they did it. Mine has some sort of finger smudge right here, I guess when the paint was on there, but it's more of a metallic color this is right here. So to me, it's still awesome. I think they did a fabulous job with it. Nicely done. It doesn't matter if there's a little finger smudge here, I'm okay with it. This figure does have some a few here's and there's, but it doesn't break the bank. Then moving down here to the waist, you have his red underpants with his belt, which is cartoon or comic accurate, so to speak. Moving down to his boots, nicely done. Once again, we have the thinner ankles with the bigger ball joints here, not to where they're so they're not wide, so to speak. So whatever the case is, it doesn't break the bank because this guy will be in a flying pose anyway on the shelf. Now, onto the back of the figure. There's the back. Nothing too crazy. And then, like I said, this wire that's in here, it's very softly moved. It's not so dense like some of the other ones I've seen. The stitching is very well done right here into the cape. And then we have the texture right there as well on the cape. So yeah, I mean, they did a fabulous job when it comes to the wire, as they have been as of late with these figures. So you can get his cape to be moving over like that if you want. And then turning it around. This has got to be one of the best Superman emblems on the back of the cape. Nicely done. It's centered. It's not off. It's not crooked like I've had on a couple others. Very well done. And then of course this piece that it is sitting on top of the cape, but it looks like the cape is just draped over it. It's a little bit of eye trickery the way they did it, but they did a fabulous job with it. So yeah, I am very impressed with the way they did this figure, and rightfully so. you should too. Now, when it comes to, excuse me, when it comes to the proportion of this figure, his legs are a little thin. Superman is just only doing upper body. He's missing his leg days at the gym, I guess. But, you know, it is what it is. It's just the way they made him. I guess it's the way he's also drawn in the comic. So if they're going off of the way he's drawn in the comic, you're going to have those type of proportions when it comes to the actual figure. Because you can see the great muscle sculpture up here, but then when you get down to his thighs and his calves, it's just like they thin out. They just really thin. But anyway, let me stop with that because I don't want to keep rambling on because I have a couple other things to go over. He does not come with a whole lot of accessories. I mean, this Superman would have been cool if he came with like a different head sculpt, maybe some eye blast, maybe some cold breath, something like that, just to zhuzh it up a little bit because it is a gold label Superman. But as far as that goes, he just comes with a set of flying hands. He comes with this nice little clear DC stand for him to be put onto. And then of course we have the card, the infamous card that comes with the character. And this is really cool because this is the art that's on the back of the box, which I didn't show off the box because, you know, it's the back of the box, so it doesn't matter. You're still getting the same photo right here. And then on the back, you have the card itself. Sorry for the glare there. And yeah, if you want to read that, pause it and go right on ahead. One thing would be cool is if we got a Clark Kent, a good looking Clark Kent, you know, that would be nice to have. But anyway, yeah, so I mean, that's just pretty much the review on this guy here. I mean, if you get a chance to pick him up, if you're looking for this guy, go ahead. I've been sitting on this guy for a while, just like I have some of the other ones that you just watched recently, like the Batman Superman Fusion or the Bullseye Batman. Those guys are up, so go check them out as well on this channel. Yeah, I mean, and of course I'm going to show how he, of course, stands up to these other figures here. And here is the Batman Superman Fusion, and then of course we have Bullseye Batman here, and there they are. But I mean, yeah, even looking, let me turn him a little bit. If you look, to me, it's just obvious. Batman doesn't miss leg day. You could tell these are Batman's legs here, not Superman's. So yeah, I mean, when you compare them, I'm just saying, when you compare them, I'm just being silly, but yeah, when you look, his legs are a little, you know, they're just a little small, just a little small, that's all. But anyway, that's how he compares to a couple others. And then as you can see here, this here is more rigid, the wire is, compared to the one in here. So that's the only reason why I bring that out to the attention of you guys. So when you get them, you'll see how smooth that actually moves when you go to pose them. Yeah, so I mean, no, great figure, don't get me wrong. I know I'm teasing it a little bit, but it is a great figure. I'm glad to have it in my collection. He will stand out as far as being my top Superman when it comes to the comic book or cartoon, because I don't have a whole lot of Supermans. Like I said, I have the Christopher Reeves, the Page Puncher ones, and then that's pretty much it. But this one here, besides the Christopher Reeves, which is the pinnacle of my Superman when it comes to having them in my collection, this one here is going to be the pinnacle when it comes to cartoon or comics. So yeah, definitely if you are looking for this figure, you probably find them at Walmart if they still have them. Like I said, I picked this guy up last year and I've been sitting on him, so that's on me. And I'm getting now around to reviewing figures that I have that have been sitting around in my collectible room for a little bit. So you will see some of other reviews on here that the figures have been out for a little bit of time, but hey, now's the time for me to be able to get around to review them. So that's what I'm doing. So guys, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below, hit the notification bell so you never miss out on anything new, and I'll catch y'all on the flippity flip.